Monica Lewinsky is writing in Vanity Fair to the Me Too movement, should redefine how people view her affair with President Clinton. She says it was a consensual affair, but that he was guilty of gross abuse of power. If that affair happened today, how would we be looking at it differently? Or would we?
I think that we saw that it was abuse of power then. We saw that he was the president and she was an intern. She was 23 or 4?
22 when I think it first
22?
started. Yeah.
I mean, she was an adult.
Yeah.
And so, but he was, I mean, if there's
But he
any,
held all the power.
if you're talking about powers, you know, inequality in power, that's the big biggie. An intern and a president.
And the president, yeah.
So it was that then, and it is now.
But she was also vilified quite a bit afterwards. I mean, her career kind of went, well, whatever fledgling career she had went down the tubes. Bill Clinton had his time, trouble, but then he went on to lead a very successful life.
Yeah, but it haunts him to this day. He can't really...
You think it haunts him?
Yes. I mean, have you seen him lately talking with this Me Too thing? He can't go out there and really stump for Democrats very easily. I don't think so.
Well,
He can't
of course
say
he
anything
can't.
about it.
Yeah. So it's
Well, the
and
women
it
were
haunts
brought
him.
to his wife's
Yes.
the debate,
Right.
to the debate.
Yeah.
So yeah, it haunts him
It haunts her,
forever.
too.
Yeah,
How important
but it
that.
also haunted Clarence Thomas's accuser.
Yes.
Anita Hill.
Anita Hill. I mean, you know, we're in a different space now. I don't know what would happen now.
I do think the conversation would be different. I know I struggle with this because when you talk about the Me Too movement, and I've interviewed Tarana Burke, who is the founder of the Me Too movement, she said that the movement is really about survivors supporting each other and talking to each other in the realm of sexual assault and abuse. And so when I hear Monica Lewinsky saying that she's part of that movement, I think, that's not my understanding of it. But then when you read her article, she does talk about this sexual assault, sexual harassment, and abuse of power. And we know that Harvey Weinstein abused his power over these women, and many men do.
But he also assaulted in a way,
And he
whereas
assaulted.
Clinton did not.
This was a consensual.
Yeah.
But you know what she wrote?
Not in this
other
case.
women.
But not
Yeah.
in this case.
She wrote something that was
Lewinsky.
interesting. She wrote, in terms of the power differential, in such a circumstance, the idea of consent might well be rendered moot. So now she's saying perhaps because of her age, I know it's a tough one, because of her age, even though she's 22 and it started 24 when it ended, perhaps she didn't really give consent to all that came with it.
And not just the age, the power difference.
the
I think,
power
too.
difference.
Yeah, that's the
so
number.
I'm not sure
What do you think,
where I
Ruby?
fall.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I sort of, you know, there are men who abuse their power.
Yes.
There are men who abuse people with their power. I'm not sure what she's saying.
Yeah.
Is she saying he could have stopped this because he knew better than I did? That's
think
probably
she is.
that's
She
probably
also
true.
said, I felt, this is in a speech, she said, I fell in love with my boss in a 22-year-old sort of way, but my boss was the president of the United States.
Yeah. Power as an aphrodisiac.
Yeah, I'm
That's why I
fascinated
dated Calvin
by
Coolidge.
Again.
I like that one. I'm fascinated by everything having to do with Monica Lewinsky. This scandal happened when I was like in my formative years. I've said many times I learned what oral sex was because of the Monica
no,
Lewinsky
really?
scandal. Very uncomfortable, and it was a long story, but yeah, I didn't. I was 12 or 13. I was very young.
Yeah.
So I am interested in her role and conversation in the Me Too movement. I will say that going forward for Democrats, I do think this scandal and Hillary's role in the bimbo eruptions and shaming really hurt her. Remember when Lena Dunham was caught in an off-the-record dinner talking about how she had issues with Hillary Clinton because of her role in this? I would just leave the Clintons as far out of 2020 as possible if I were Democrat.
I agree.
You agree?
Yes, I think I think that they're a liability at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm a Democrat or a liberal, whatever you want to call me. I don't know if I'm 100% of a liberal, like I explained to you the other day.
We had a nice conversation after the show.
I have my sections where I'm not the 100% liberal. I said the other day I would like to have a handgun when I'm trapped in the woods with 2 dogs and a baby.
Yeah.
And I also believe in capital punishment in some instances. Now that we have DNA proof. But
That has always surprised me.
Yeah, I mean,
about you.
They're a bad look. Like even when Kristen Gillibrand came on, you know, she sort of had it's interesting the way she talked about Trump's accusers and then how she talked about
Yes.
Bill Clinton's accusers, because she had a direct tone shift. And I just think the Democratic Party has to reconcile that the Clintons they are a virus that is going to continue to hurt you in elections going forward. And these conversations about Monica Lewinsky, Bill Clinton's accusers are never going to go away, especially in the era of Me Too.
She is what you call
They're
a
never going to go away, but we are. We'll be right back.
Guys.